Sometimes silence says more than words ever could. But that's rarely the case in broadcasting, so I'll press on. It's the quarter-finals. Joining me tonight are two teams who haven't met before in this competition, but you can be sure they've studied each other's form and considered each other's strengths and weaknesses. They may have had each other followed and been through each other's bins. They've probably acquired telephoto lenses and watched each other undress. Immoral, illegal, but completely understandable, because at stake is no less than a place in the Only Connect semi-finals. And indeed, nothing more. We're saying hello again to, on my right, Andy Tucker, a former diplomat who speaks fluent French, Russian and German and can order a beer in most European languages. Steve Dodding, a dental surgeon who enjoys skiing and cycling and has had close to 100 letters published in national newspapers. And their captain, Ewan Thomas, a chartered chemist and recently retired wicketkeeper who enjoys playing the guitar. United by their love of a nice pint or three, they are the Draughtsmen. You beat the joinees in a tiebreaker, which is you alone, of course, as captain, not all three of you. Did you secretly enjoy that, getting rid of the other two and working alone?
No. It was far more stressful having the responsibility of two other people's future in Only Connect lying on your shoulders.
Let's see if you'll have a close match tonight. You are playing on my left. Hannah Twitchell, a postgrad student and former chair of her university science fiction society who enjoys confectionery making. Dorian Liddell, a maths student at Bath University who enjoys Philip K. Dick novels and dines out at a different restaurant every week. And their captain, James Wilson, a trainee analyst and programmer who is also an award-winning Latin and ballroom dancer. United by their aptitude for numbers, they are the Numerists. James, you defeated the Trenchermen in your first heat. Tell me about that game.
Well, they got off to a flyer with a 5-pointer on Miss World, and fortunately we came back. We had a lucky AFC Wimbledon question, and I've sold programmes at an AFC Wimbledon match, so that came in handy. And we were behind at the halfway stage, but we came through to win it.
Well, let's see if you'll be winning this evening. One of you will be going through to the semi-finals. And we'll start deciding who that's going to be by playing round one. You'll remember, of course, just want to know the connection between four apparently random clues. Draftsman, you are going first. Let's have your first Egyptian hieroglyph.
Eye of Horus, please.
OK. The first set of clues of the quarter-final is starting now.
Gypsy Moth the Fourth. Going for another, please. Next, Nicholas Briggs.
First, the fourth. Adrian the fourth. It's people of fourth. Yeah.
The connection is fourths.
That is absolutely right. Designated fourth, written IV Roman numerals. Henry Bolingbroke you would have had next to us, of course.
Henry the Fourth, Part 1 and 2.
And Star Wars: A New Hope. Now, why is that number 4?
It was originally number 1 and became number 4 when they added the 3 prequels to it.
That's right. Are you Star Wars fans over there?
Not particularly.
Never watched one. I should be on that programme.
You've never seen any of the Star Wars films?
No.
Interesting. I'm going to guess, Dorian, that you have seen the Star Wars films. Is that right?
No, that's completely wrong.
Really?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Now, that was just an assumption from your haircut and general scientific demeanour that you must be a Star Wars fan.
No, I enjoy reading sci-fi rather than watching it.
There are going to be people watching this, banging their heads on the floor. Do you know how many Star Wars fans watch our show? And Doctor Who fans? I can only apologise. I'd like to apologise officially on behalf of the BBC for the low viewing figures of Star Wars. We'll remedy that as soon as we finish tonight. Back to my hotel room to watch them all. In the meantime, though, very well done, Draftsmen. 3 points for coming in after 2 clues. And Numerists, your turn to pick a question.
We'll have Lion, please.
Lion. OK, these are going to be picture clues. What's the connection? Here's the first.
Next. Lady pad, isn't it? Next. That's a 2-spot ladybird, isn't it? So they've got 2 spots, things with 2 spots, which is going next.
Potentially something that's... It's not one of the ones that sort of is taken over England, even though it's non-native to it.
Oh, is that a really good...
But I don't know the other 2.
Next. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you want to say this?
They're non-native species that are now sort of dominating.
Okay. They're all non-native species that have now overtaken the original. They're now dominating their environment when they shouldn't be.
In the UK.
That's about right. They're invasive species brought to the UK. They've caused environmental damage. Worst of those, of course, the squirrel. These grey squirrels, can I just say, I tried to feed the birds in my garden. Whatever you put the food in, the squirrels have evolved so highly, they're out there with a knife and fork. Just tucking it, pliers they've got for getting through the wire. I'm getting a gun, but very well done, numerists. Draftsmen, it's your turn to choose a question.
The horned viper, please.
The horned viper. What is the connection here? Time starts now.
It's castles. Is that the Swedish royal family's place?
Next, please.
Chateau de Rambouillet is where the French royal family were, and it's where the first of the G7 meetings were held. So I think it could be royal residences, but
Next, please.
well, that's the papal residence. Yes.
Yeah, so we're saying.
Summer residences.
Yeah.
Residences of heads of state, which they use during the summer.
They're summer residences. Absolutely right. You didn't need to see Balmoral at the end there. Whose are those other residences?
Chateau de Rambouillet was, I think, the French imperial family.
The French president.
French president.
Uses that, yeah.
Marienborg is perhaps the Swedish royal family?
Danish
Danish.
Prime Minister, but
Not
close.
that. No, not.
Castel Gandolfo is above Lake Albano, just outside Rome. That's where the Pope goes for his holidays. Yes.
That is the Pope's summer residence, and Balmoral, of course, for the Queen. Well done. Right, Draftsman, you're doing well there. Numerists, it's now your turn to choose a question.
Twisted flax, please.
Why not? What is the connection between these 4 clues? Here's the first.
I have no idea.
Don't know.
Next. Got no idea. Can I say it? Next. So what's... Should we just go with it in black? Or...
What?
Do you want to go
That's the
next?
best
No,
one.
that seems likely.
So what do
It
we
seems
say?
likely. Yeah, just try it.
Men in Black?
That is the answer. You need to say it with more conviction. That way, even if you're wrong, I sometimes get tricked into thinking you're not. Very good. Men in Black. What can you tell me about the people there?
Agent J and Agent K are the men in black from the film in question. The first, I'm guessing the Matt Papal liaison to Mussolini wore black.
He's specifically a chap called Taki Venturi, a particular man in black was a papal liaison. And Valentine Dial, you know who that is?
No
idea.
Do you know over
He was
there?
the man in black on BBC Radio in the 1950s.
That's the one from Appointment with Fear. That's... Oh, you brought him alive there, I'm shivering. And you win the right to choose a question.
2 reads, please.
2 reads, aha. Music ahoy. You've got the sound question. You look delighted. First one coming in now.
Our day will come and we'll have
Move on. I think Katie Lang did a version.
Next. Okay.
I have never dreamed it. Have you ever dreamed of
Oh, that's the Dutch girl. What's her name?
Next.
Mama may have, Papa may have, but
And
God
Bless the child. This is
10 seconds.
Next.
Song sung blue.
2 seconds.
It's Jules. It's Jules, I think.
That's
that
it.
diamond.
It's Gemstones. I'm so happy. That was like listening to my own iPod there. What a beautiful selection of music. Who did you recognise?
There's Cara Emerald. Is it Caro
Second one,
Emerald?
Caro Emerald, yeah.
no, I can't remember.
Well, it was Neil Diamond at the end.
Neil Diamond at the end. The great Pearl Bailey was the third one, and the first Ruby and the Romantics. So all had gemstones in the names of the performers. Well done. And there is a sole question remaining for you, numerists. It's the water question. First clue coming up now.
I have no idea who it is. Next. Oh, the Super Bowl thing.
Found is 404.
Okay, but... Okay, next. Any ideas? It's that, but... Do you want me to go next?
We've got 20 seconds left, hold on.
Hang on.
I don't know.
American
I don't know.
liaison.
I have no idea.
But next.
Next.
I don't know.
10 seconds.
Is it this? That's that. Help. What should I go with? I have no idea.
Hang on, wait.
3 seconds.
Just try to figure out what to do.
404.
And why is that?
It's not a video. Something's not found on the internet. It's 404.
I'm afraid it's not the answer. It's a possible bonus for the Draughtsmen.
Is it the first commercial activities of internet millionaires, with the last one being Zuckerberg and Facebook?
You're so close, but I'm afraid for a quarter-final I can't take that. But you're very close. They are things that inspired the founding of popular websites. So that first one, email newsletter for San Francisco, that's what Craigslist was originally. Went a lot bigger, of course. Wardrobe malfunction, video not found, was a chap was trying to find a video of the bit of the Super Bowl where Janet Jackson had a sort of awkward incident, couldn't find it, and decided to start YouTube. The broken laser pointer, that was a chap called Pierre Omidyar trying to sell such a thing and started the creation of eBay. And the last one, of course, that was Mark Zuckerberg launching Facebook. That means at the end of round 1, the Numerists have got 3 points, but the Draughtsmen are ahead with 6. On to round 2 then, the sequences. This time the clues come in a row. Teams, I want to know what is 4th in the sequence you're looking at. Draftsman, off you go again. Which hieroglyph would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. Your first in a sequence is coming up now.
It's rugby place kickers. The top one. It's either Danny Carter or Johnny Wilkinson. I think it's Johnny Wilkinson. First Johnny Wilkinson? Yeah. First Johnny Wilkinson.
Coming in after just one clue, you get 5 points. First is Johnny Wilkinson. Why?
They're the most points scored in International Rugby Union. They are place kickers in International Rugby Union.
For New Zealand, Australia, Scotland and England?
Do you know, that's more information even than I've been told before the game when I shrieked at our question editor, what does it mean? What is rugby union? How does it differ from the other sorts of rugby? Points? How do you get points? So you may be right, I simply don't know. But a brilliant answer all round, and top of the tree, Johnny Wilkinson. Very well done. All right, Numerists, time to roll your sleeves up. What would you like?
2 reads, please.
The 2 reads. What would be the 4th in this sequence? I can tell you they're going to be picture clues, so what would you expect to see in the 4th picture? Here's the first.
That's particular. That's particular talking about. I don't know.
Next. That's
No,
tan.
tan.
That's tan.
That's
Next.
Any idea who that is?
No idea who that is. Forget it.
We can't get next. It's a sequence.
So if it's
So
tan, what sequence is tan?
Tan. It's not like a boat tan person.
Could be tan. Is it up to tan?
5 seconds.
Let's try one of the trigonometric functions.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Cos.
A cos you're going for?
Yeah.
But that's not even a picture. What would be in the picture?
A cos lettuce?
Yeah.
A lovely cos lettuce, but it isn't. So there's a possible bonus chance for the Draftsman.
We're going to go for George Clooney
And why would that be?
because he's very handsome.
I need more.
It could be the girl from Ipanema. Because she's tall and tan and young and lovely, or young and handsome, depending on... We're not sexist over here.
I'm going to give you the point. The connection is these are tall ships. That's tan, the brilliant Kirsty Young. Tall, tan, young and lovely. I was tempted to immediately accept George Clooney as something lovely, but I need a little bit more of a gloss.
Ashamed now, actually, of that one. Never mind.
In my mind, it was Michael Portillo. In the mind of the question setters, that book, The Lovely Bones, the Alice Sebold novel. But Clooney, certainly acceptable as a lovely thing. So that's a bonus point to you, Draftsman. And what about your own question?
Water, please.
Water. What's the 4th in this sequence? Time starts now.
Next.
Into Golden Jubilee. 2000, 2002. Was that something happening in 2006? Or... What should we go for next? Let's see what's next.
Next, please. That's last year, wasn't it? 2000.
Diamond Jubilee?
2000. Is it days off? It's the last day.
Oh,
10 seconds.
Essential bank holidays.
Yeah, the Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Fourth in the sequence would be the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, and why is that?
Because we
Bank
all got a
holidays.
special bank holiday to celebrate.
That's right, it's a series of special bank holidays: Millennium, Queen's Golden Jubilee, William and Kate's wedding, and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. Last one. Well done. OK, numerists, time to choose a question. Which will it be?
Horned Viper, please.
Horned Viper will be for you. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
It could be lots of things. Next. Oh, she won the Oscar recently, didn't she? Next.
It must be an
Oh, it's not an order of age they've won an Oscar, is it?
Oh, who was four, though?
This Oscar winner.
Yeah,
who was fourth?
I can't remember his name. So, no, isn't it? I think maybe this is female Oscar winners my age. I don't remember his name.
That's must be got.
10 seconds.
Just think just try someone older.
3 seconds.
For Helen Mirren.
And why?
She's not young and she's won an Oscar.
Draughtsmen, there's a possible bonus.
We think Catherine Hepburn.
Why do you think it's Catherine Hepburn?
Number of Oscar winners. Oscar wins.
nominations.
Wins.
Wins and
It
nominations.
doesn't matter. Catherine Hepburn is the correct answer. They are actresses who've won 1, 2, 3 and 4 Oscars for acting. Meryl Streep, actually, one of hers was a Best Supporting Actress, I believe, one of the 3, but they're all acting awards, and the only woman to have won 4 Oscars for acting is Catherine Hepburn, who is not young, but wonderful. Possibly not even alive now.
No, she died about
she's,
2-3 years ago, I think.
Well, that's about as unyoung as you can be. Draftsman, you get the bonus point. What would you like as a question?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax, first in a sequence, coming up now.
Switzerland, 2002. First women heads of state, possibly.
It's not winter. It's not Winter Olympics, is it?
No. Next.
2002.
They're not... Next.
Montenegro, 2006. Serbia, 2006, I think it is. Serbia, 2006.
Is not the answer, so there's a possible bonus chance for the numerists.
We think it's South Sudan 2011.
That is exactly what it is, and why.
They're the most recent countries to join the UN.
That is right, admission of the UN member states, and next would be South Sudan 2011. Very well done, bonus point to you. And one last question, Lion. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next. Next.
Are they to do with sort of steps in a program like the 12-step program?
Next.
No, like 12-step, like if you're recovering from addiction to something.
No, what is it?
No, but it's not. It's,
so it's like,
I thought
is
it
it
was
the
conversion to
statements of belief
monastic life.
in Islam?
It's a belief in the greater power. And
Go on,
it's-
help.
I thought it was.
Go on, Dorian, what do you want to say?
10 seconds.
It was like the 12-step roads, maybe like acceptance.
No, I thought you had to dedicate yourself to.
I'm going to nominate Dorian for this one.
Is it dedicating yourself to God?
I'm afraid it's not, so there is a bonus chance for the draftsman.
Go for the Masons.
Reaching Nirvana.
No, that's not it. Do you recognise what this is?
I can't remember what it's called. There's a
No, it was
four-step
the short
programme.
answer.
It's not the four-step programme that Tony Blair did.
I certainly don't think so.
It's not stages in converting sort of monastic life or being a nun or something, is it?
No, this is the 12-step programme of Bill W., Alcoholics Anonymous. Step 4, make a fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Step 3, turn our lives over to God as we understand him. Step 2, belief in a greater power. Step 1 would be admit we were powerless over alcohol. 12-step programme. At the end of round 2, then, the numerists have got 4 points, but the draftsmen are ahead with 15. Time for the connecting wall, that fiendish place where the number of connections are multiplied by 4. You've seen it before, numerists. You're about to see it again, but I'm afraid they will be different clues from last time. Would you like lion or water?
Lion, please.
OK, the lion wall, 2.5 minutes to solve it. Starting now.
Okay, let's see. So what? Okay.
Oh, well, there's some rabbits from Watership Down, Hazel
Oh yeah,
and
okay.
Fiver.
Pipkin.
Cloverers as well. There's blackberries.
Oh, very good. Okay. So hang on. Marmite. these little things have different names in Australia, are they? Because there's called Vegemite there.
Vegemite. So you think what? Honey curry, terrine, and Marmite?
Oh, I don't know. There's going to be a. What's anyone know Ola?
I think it might be a children's TV character, but that's already gone.
What you think Pipkin could be?
Yes. How? How is how? You know, an Indian how.
Right, okay, yeah.
You think Ola might be that as a greeting as
Yes,
well?
the community try it.
But I can't see any others. Bod?
Don't know. Okay.
No.
That's what we've got.
Things different in Australia. What else?
I don't think it will be that. I mean,
else
Bod.
Rainbow is another children's TV character. Isn't
It is, yeah.
Or was it How or How To? Was the I don't know.
Well, there was a show called
Pipkin,
How. Okay. About How. And
Go on.
what else could we possibly have?
No. Okay. Right.
Honey. Sweet Tooth.
Honey is a girl's name.
Sweet. What could Rainbow
Sweet
be?
Tooth, Sweet Honey.
Magpies.
Sweet.
So you think about the word
steal,
yourself.
they steal shiny things, don't they? Magpies,
Yes.
And they're black and white.
Board.
Rainbow.
Board is a character or something as well.
well.
Isn't it in the Borrowers? Is it? No, it's Pod.
No, it's Pod.
Cocks. Any idea about cocks? I have no idea.
Well, it sounds like all sorts of things. It sounds like a coxswain or a type of apple.
Sounds like that's Pipkin's not.
And things that end in Wayne, for example, would be, you know.
Curry.
Don't see anything else.
There's no such.
Anything goes with rainbow. What goes
No,
with
they'll
rainbow?
hate it.
What goes with rainbow? Rainbow. Over the rainbow.
Sweet Tooth. Sabertooth. Pipkin sounds like a Dickens name, to be honest to me. So if you can think of anything
Yeah.
Dickensian. Yeah. Keep Honey usually though.
Running
keep
out
going
of
with
time.
that.
I don't see
Honey.
any more obvious ones.
How is
Try the foodie things.
10 seconds.
cocks?
I don't know.
And you're out of time and the grid has frozen, but you found a group and I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me the connection. Blackberry, fiver, hazel, clover.
They're the rabbits from Watership Down.
Yes, they are. More bonus points available for the other connections, so let's resolve the war. What about that second group?
Children's TV shows.
Yes, they are. Children's TV shows from before your time. I suspect the 1970s. All great shows, but that's right. Next one, the purple group.
I honestly don't have a guess. Just try something.
They have different names in Australia.
Oh, no, I don't think so, because some of them aren't even English words. They're French words. Marmite, for example, not marmite. They're cooking pots, earthenware cooking pots. Marmite, olla, pipkin, terrine. And what about that last group? Curry, cocks, honey, tooth.
They can all be preceded by sweet.
No, but they can all be followed by comb. Curry comb, coxcomb, honeycomb, toothcomb.
Okay.
People used to say fine-toothed comb, but a tooth comb is actually a thing. Curry comb for grooming horses. But you did find one group and two connections. That's 3 points. Time to bring back the Draughtsmen for another fiendish quarter-final grid. Still needs solving in the same way. Hello, Draughtsmen. You're going to get the water wall, 2.5 minutes, starting now.
Right. Lavender's a herb, borage is a herb,
Dill's a herb.
and Angelica's a herb.
The savouries also, and rosemary's too many herbs.
Tower Hill, Ludgate Hill, Parliament Hill, and Primrose Hill are hills in London.
Primrose.
Ludgate.
Ludgate.
No, not that. Rosemary, lavender,
Gort. Gort is...
General. Gort, Montgomery, Alexander, and Ironside. No?
Mariette is the one off Darling Buds of May, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pop. Yeah, Darling Buds of May it's going to be.
Rosemary pop, right. There's rosemary,
Pop. Mariette.
Mariette, and primrose.
Mariette.
No.
Borage.
Mariette. Mariette's got to be in that group, hasn't it? And rosemary. Rosemary could be out of that group, so take primrose. Mariette.
Lavender.
Lavender?
No, that wasn't one of them. Mariette.
General Gort,
General
Angelica.
Ironside.
Gort. Well, Ironside is the other. There's no other cops, is there? So we'll go for Gort, Ironside. It could be any of them. Alexander.
Peter de Savary, isn't there?
We tried that, haven't we? We tried that combination.
Yeah, we tried Montgomery. Yes, that's it. We're not doing very well, Jeff.
Right, let's go for the herbs to see if we can possibly...
Borage.
Rosemary, we tried that combination.
Dill.
You've got a minute left.
Borage has got to be a herb. Lavender could be something else.
Rosemary, savoury.
Dill could be something else. Savoury. Angelica. They're all.
Got it. Right.
So let's go for Darling Buds of May again.
Mariette. Montgomery. Montgomery was the kid. Pop and
Primrose.
Primrose.
Primrose or lavender, yeah, got it for 8.
Right.
3 strikes now.
So, Ironside,
And 30
Gort,
seconds.
Alexander, and Dill?
Dill.
Is Lavender Hill in?
Lavender Hill.
Yes, of course it is, Lavender Hill.
Ludgate
Yes.
Hill and
Tower Hill.
Tower Hill.
Well done. You swam around the red herrings at last. So 4 points immediately. Let's look for the bonuses. What about the first group?
They're all herbs.
Herbs that you can use in cookery.
They're all herbs. Mariette, Primrose, Montgomery, Pop.
They're all
Characters
characters
in
in
the
the
Darling
Darling Buds of May.
They are the Larkins from the series of novels by H.E. Bates, Darling Buds of May being one of them. Lavender, Parliament, Tower, Ludgate.
They're all hills in London.
They're London Hills. And the last one, Ironside, Dill, Gort, Alexander.
They're all fairly famous generals.
Have another go.
Field marshals?
I'll take it, I can't bear to see your pain. They're field marshals from World War II. The thing is, if you'd said soldiers, I'd probably have taken it. Generals, field marshals from World War II. So, 4 points for the groups you found, 4 points for the connections, 2 bonus points for getting it all right. That is a total of 10. Let's see who's in the lead. The Numerists have 7 points, but the Draughtsmen are ahead with 25. On our website, you'll find more connecting walls to play, and you can write your own. But here in Cardiff, it's missing vowel o'clock. So, fingers on buzzers, teams. What are the hidden phrases? Good luck. The first category are all fictional roads. Draftsman?
Diagon Alley.
From Harry Potter, correct. Numerists?
Wisteria Lane.
From Desperate Housewives, correct. Numerists?
Rosamond Street.
From Coronation Street, correct. Numerists?
Greatest Road?
Not it, I'm afraid. You lose a point, Draftsman. Do you know it? Doesn't look like it. Great East Road from Tolkien's Middle Earth. Next category, types of aircraft. Draftsman?
Helicopter gunship.
Correct. Numerists?
Biplane.
Correct. Numerists?
Tiger.
Oh, I'm going to have to give it to you. We were looking for autogyro. Tiger is a brand name, but it is an aircraft. OK, you get the point. Next clue. Numerists?
Dirigible.
Correct. Next category, words describing European citizens. Numerists?
Austrian.
Correct. Numerists?
Manxwoman.
Correct. Numerists?
Monegasque.
Correct. Draftsman?
Walloon.
Correct. Next category, previous teams on Only Connect. That was the Archers' admirers there, but we'll never know who else would have returned because that's the end of the quiz. And after a very creditable but slightly unlucky night, the Numerists have got 14 points, but the winners with 28 are the Draftsmen. Very well done. You're through to the semi-finals. Numerists, thank you very much for coming. You've been a great team, and I'm sorry you're not through to the semis, but you've done extremely well. Please join me next time when I'll have more fiendish connections, 2 more teams, and a ratchet to up the tension. Goodbye.
Our big science season continues tomorrow here on BBC4 with Jim Al-Khalili's brand new mini-series Order and Disorder. We get to grips with a wealth of information at 9 o'clock. And then at 9 on Wednesday, we're heading out of the solar system as Voyager crosses the final frontier.